Hey guys, so quick little update here. I'm in the process of changing the clutch on my 350Z, and I wanted to show you guys this cool trick to remove old pilot bearings or old pilot bushings like this car has. All you need is this loaf of bread and something like an extension or a bolt or something, and that's all you're gonna need. Unless you have the fancy like pilot bearing puller tool or something, whatever it's called, it's kind of hard to get that bearing out. I'm gonna climb under the car. This is my 2003 350Z. I'm gonna climb under there and show you guys how to do this little trick to get the old pilot bearing out. Alright guys, you see that little gold ring in there? On the 350Z there's no pilot bearing, there's a pilot bushing, but that little gold ring right there is the pilot bushing, and I need to get that out so I can replace it with a new one. I don't have a fancy pilot bushing puller, unfortunately, so I'm gonna show you guys this little trick using a piece of bread and an extension to get out that old bushing. Alright, so the first thing you want to do is get your bread and start pulling it up into pieces and just shoving it in here like this. This seems like against everything you ever knew about cars, like you're using bread to do this, but I promise you it works. I did this on multiple cars and it's worked. It's actually pretty crazy. So just shove your bread in there the best you can. So you find something that's a little bit smaller than the hole in the pilot bearing, and then you get, so this half-inch extension fits perfect to mine. You put it in there just like that, and then you get a hammer and you pound on the back of it. What that does is it forces the bread into the back of it, and it'll push it out the front. It's pretty crazy. I'll show you guys how it works. All I'm gonna do is grab my hammer and extension and hammer in there like that, and I'll update you guys, but this little outer bushing is gonna come right out of here. And then as it gets more compact, you just shove a little more bread in there, one by one, and just keep shoving more bread. So I think it moved a little bit. I don't know if you guys can see that on camera, but I think it's moved just a little bit. I'm just gonna keep shoving a little more bread in there. So if you guys can tell, it's actually came out at least a few millimeters, but here in a second it'll probably come out a little faster, so I'm just gonna keep going. And if you guys can see that, I just got the bushing out. That's it on the end of this. It's that easy. All you gotta do is hammer it and eventually it'll come out. So obviously you have to clean the bread out of here when you're done, but it's not too hard. Just pick it out with a screwdriver. So I hope you guys liked the video. This is just a cool little trick to have up your sleeve when you're working on cars. I've used it a few times. It's worked every time. If you guys are new to my channel, go ahead and hit the subscribe button. But I'm gonna get out of here. I'll see you guys later.